The regional four-day cricket tournament is set to resume on Wednesday, March 13, with four matches across the Caribbean, with a number of West Indies superstars set to grace us with their presence. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cricket Forum. I'm glad that you are here. I appreciate your company as we were prepared to welcome the esteemed presence of some iconic West Indies players back to the regional four-day tournament. They have light a candle. They have lit a candle and have sung a sankey and are finding their way back home as T20 franchise cricket leagues around the world rejected them and sent them packing. We welcome them back because they are our own. Just like the prodigal son, we will kill the fattest calf and prepare a festival as they return to us in the Caribbean to play in our regional four-day cricket tournament. After three rounds in the tournament, the Windward Islands continue to lead the points table. The consensus in Jamaica is that the Windward Islands will be very, very difficult to beat in this tournament. They are on 62.2 points and followed in second place by their fellow islanders, the Leeward Islands Hurricane. They are on 46 points. The rest of the standings see Barbados in third, Jamaica fourth, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they're in sixth, are in fifth, while the Guyana Harpy Eagles, the West Indies Academy, and the Caribbean and the combined colleges and campuses make up the rest of the table. In our previous round match, while we were reviewing those matches, we said that Craig Brathwaite was the player of the match between Jamaica Scorpion and Barbados Pride. That was not so. The player of the match between the Jamaican Scorpion and the Barbados Pride was Shakil Cumberbatch for his magnificent bowling performance in the match. In the Windward Islands and Combined Colleges campus match, Kavim Hodge was the player of the match. Joel Anjo was the player of the match against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force and the Leeward Islands, and the West Indies Academy and Guyana Eagle match, Kevin Sinclair was the player of the match. So we want to apologize for Shakil Cumberbatch for giving the player of that match to Craig Brathwaite. Now, with the fourth round of the tournament about to start, Mikel Louis was the leading run scorer up to the end of the third round. The Barbados slow left-arm orthodox spinner Jamel Warrican was the leading wicket taker, while the leading wicket keeper was Jamaica Romaine Morrison. We look forward to this fourth round, but at the end of the fourth round, we did have an interview from Tevin Imlach, the Guyana Harpy Eagle captain. And I just want to play some sections of those interviews from Tevin Imlach, the Guyana Harpy Eagle captain who captained the team in the third match. Now, he was asked about the team winning the third match. This is what he has to say in response to that question.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's always good to get a win, and I mean it's the first one, but hopefully for us, many, we some stuff to iron out as a team. The batting unit we haven't been as good as we wanted to, but a good innings from Kevin Sinclair in this match, also good bowling performance from him early up too. Isaiah Torn in the second innings, we had a lot of good things too, but it's just about ironing out the stuff that we need to work on to get better as a team.
So there was Imlach saying the reasons why he thought that Guyana won the third match. He praised Kevin Sinclair, but he also said, just like other teams in the West Indies, probably except for the Windward Islands, the Guyana Harpy Eagle had a lot of things to work on in their batting. For except for Kevin Sinclair, no one from the Guyana Happy Eagle team, just like the Jamaican Scorpion, where only Chadwick Walton have made a century. So the batting for these two teams have been disappointing. And Imlach was there saying that they really need to work on their batting in this Guyana Happy Eagle team. Now, he was asked about Guyana Happy Eagle chances of winning the tournament this year. And this was what he responded when asked about that.
Not really, to be honest. It's a quite different team from what we had last season. A much younger team in experience, a lot of new players, like I say. So we're in the rebuilding phase, and we understand it as a team. And it's just about the players learning, the new players coming in, learning as quick as possible, and hopefully in a few years, they can learn from this experience and get even better, and we can get back to the stage where we were last year.
So Kevin Wickham is saying that Guyana Happy Eagle at this stage, they are not really looking at winning the tournament this year, because they really have a young and inexperienced team, and they are hoping that the batsmen will learn from this year, and in a few years' time, they will be back to that competitive team. So those were the words of Kevin Wickham at the end of the third round of the tournament. It is left to be seen, for Niall Simmet have now been added to the Guyana Happy Eagle team, and it's left to be seen what effect Niall Simmet will have on that team. Now, the match is coming up starting on Wednesday. The Windward Islands Volcanoes, who are the leaders, will be playing against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad. I would have mentioned earlier on previous occasions that the consensus in Jamaica is that the Windward Island Volcanoes are going to be very, very hard to beat. They look like an elite outfit. They are playing cricket the way it should be played. They're really playing with a good intensity, and it is left to see if they will continue that intensity after the break. Has the break affected this intensity, or will it just re-energize the Windward Island Volcanoes players? Cricket West Indies have not released the updated squads. I have not heard if Justin Graves have returned to the Windward Island Volcanoes squad. I have not heard. Hopefully, he has recovered from his injury and will add to that team. That will only make it stronger. Now, the Guyana Happy Eagle will play against the Barbados Pride at Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua, the home of West Indies cricket. And that match should attract a lot of interest, because there are some players returning to the Barbados squad. Players who I will talk about them later. Jason Older returning, Raymond Reefer, Kemar Roach. Now, the Leeward Islands Hurricane will play against the combined colleges and campus at the Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Cricket Ground in Barbados. So that's where that match will be played, at the Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Cricket Ground in Barbados. And of course, the Jamaican Scorpion will take on the Windward Island, the West Indies Academy at Sabina Park in Jamaica. Those of us who are in Jamaica, I think I'll be going down to the match. I have it in my diary to go to the match. Let's go down to the match and have a very, very good time. Now, I was very happy to hear that Jason Older is returning to the West Indies Regional 4-day cricket tournament. I was absolutely pleased. Now, we understand that Jason Older turned down the West Indies Central contract because he was expecting. He had ambition, nothing wrong with that. He had ambition to play T20 cricket tournaments, and as he said, prepared for the World Cup. He didn't get any of those contracts, or he didn't get the contracts that he had expected. In particular, the Pakistan Super League and the Indian Premier League. So he's back to play in our regional tournament. One of the biggest discussions that have been going on was that whether Jason Older should get back into the West Indies team ahead of those players who had toured Australia. We have seen in the past where Jason Holder refused to go to Bangladesh and then was immediately reinstated into the West Indies team after the next tour. Now, his performances over the last 4 years have been disastrous. Many persons are trying to convince me that Holder should be in the West Indies team. But when I ask them for his performance statistics, they shy away from the problem. They shy away from answering and telling me what Jason Holder used to do 5, 6, 7 years ago. If you're telling me what Jason Holder used to do 5, 6, 7 years ago, we may well bring back Courtney Walsh, Curtly Ambrose, Brian Lara. We may well bring back them. Because what I want to know is Jason Holder performances in the now, in the present. And so I am very happy that he's playing in the regional 4-day tournament, because he's now going to show that he's either good enough to be in the West Indies team or he doesn't deserve to be in it. He is going to answer the critics. He's going to shut up. He's going to shut up some of us, or some of us are going to be saying, "We told you so." So I'm very happy that he's back. I am also happy to see Kemar Roach back in the fold. I know not much is going to be said about Reefer. Reefer will have to have a transformational season to be in that West Indies team to tour England. Earlier, I asked about why Kemar Roach was not playing in the Barbados Pride team. I got some ridiculous answers. And I think the most ridiculous one was when someone tried to tell me that Kemar Roach was playing county cricket in England in February. That's the level it has descended to when persons are trying to justify what their star players or what their favorite players are doing. Kemar Roach was not playing regional 4-day cricket tournament because he was playing county cricket in England in February. That's what someone tried to tell me. So I'm glad to see that these 3 players are back playing in our regional 4-day tournament. We welcome back also Niall Simmet, who had an injury for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Where the Jamaican Scorpion is concerned, Bonner, Gordon Bryan, that's Nkrumah Bonner, Gordon Bryan, and Marquino Minley, they are out with injuries. King will now captain the team instead of Jermaine Blackwood. Another injury challenge is also Lug. Lug is a 50-50 at this time whether he will play on Wednesday or not. Jamaica have also included, the Jamaican Scorpion have also included in their squad the St. Elizabeth all-rounder Andre McCarthy. Andre McCarthy, he made naught yesterday, but he has been included in the Jamaican Scorpion squad. He's an all-rounder from St. Elizabeth, and many persons, especially in central Jamaica, are very happy to see Andre McCarthy in this side. I have not seen the Jamaican Scorpion squad, but to the number of injuries and the number of changes, I'm almost certain that King and McCarthy were not the only 2 that have been added to the Jamaican Scorpion squad. So I'm happy to see that Holder is back. I'm happy to see that Roach is back. I'm happy to see that Holder is back. Now, the 2 players that I'm really looking forward to seeing this round are the 2 wicket keepers, because I believe that one of these 2 wicket keepers will be going to England to be understudy for Joshua Da Silva. Joel Andrew from the Leeward Islands, a 17-year-old prodigy, and Jamaican Romain Morris, who has the most dismissals so far in the tournament, and he is also have the 2nd largest number of runs for the Jamaican Scorpion. So I'm really looking to see the battle between these 2 players, and I wish them well, and may the best man, may they perform at their best, and when it comes for the time to go to England, the best one will be selected. Also coming up tomorrow, starting tomorrow, is that the West Indies Women Super 50 tournament will resume for the fourth round. After 3 rounds, Jamaica women are out front and will win this tournament. I have no doubt about it that the Jamaican women are going to win this tournament and they are going to do so comfortable. In fact, I expect that the Jamaican women will take the double in this year's tournament. They are out front with 12 points, having won 3 matches, got 6 bonus points. The closest to them are the Windward Islands women, who they will play in their match tomorrow. Barbados will play the Leeward Islands Hurricane, and Guyana will play TNT Red Force. So the Jamaican women leads that table, and I'm telling you, Jamaica is going to win both tournaments, and they are going to do so comfortable. They are going to do so on a canter. I'm impressed with the bowling of Kate Wilmot, but I expect many of you would agree that you are almost sure that I was going to say that I'm impressed with Kate Wilmot. Kate Wilmot have been here on this show, and she have been a guest on this show in the past. So that's the table. Finally, this morning, I want to congratulate Akil Hussain for taking an hat-trick in the Pakistan Super League, playing for the Quetta Gladiators, the team that is mentored by Vivian Richards, Sir Vivian Richards. Akil Hussain took a hat-trick. Well done, Akil Hussain, and congratulations. And we hope that in this World Cup, you will take a few hat-tricks. I'm glad that you are here. As I said, good morning and welcome to the show. I'm so happy that you are here. Mr. Casanova is saying that no IPL contract to Older, so without shame, he comes back. Oran Sims, how are you, sir? Good morning. Mr. Brown, good morning. Good morning to you, Oran Sims. Good morning to you, Christopher Bristol. Good morning to you, Merrick. When Ram Goldfoot broke, them find them masters, lol. That's what Bobby Bones is saying. When Ram Goldfoot broke, them find their masters, lol. Okay, that's a parable. I'm sure that most of us will interpret it in our own way. Mr. Brown, Kevin Wickham is the 3rd highest run scorer in the tournament and the highest for Barbados. And now he's out of the Barbados squad with the return of Roach and Older. That's very disappointing, and I probably hope that is not a case that because these big 3 decide to grace us with their esteemed presence, that Kevin Wickham have been dropped. Because I have been following Kevin Wickham closely, and I think Kevin Wickham is thereabout. I think another 2 good innings from him would have booked his ticket to England, especially a century, because Kevin Wickham has been making some good score for the Barbados Pride. And on more than one occasions, he took them out of trouble. So I'm very disappointed in Travis Brathwaite that he has been left out of the squad. But I guess if it is not injury, maybe the Barbados Pride selectors knows best. Is he going to be playing for the academic team? I don't think so. You cannot play for 2 teams in one tournament. And isn't Kevin Wickham past the age to be a member of the West Indies Academy? So for those 2 things, you cannot play for 2 teams in one tournament, and I think he have also passed the age to be a member of the West Indies Academy. Mr. Cash is so, I do not quite understand that statement. I am a Trini, but Jamaican women too good for the rest of us. Yes, Joe Ryan, and without Ailey Matthews in the Barbados Pride team, there's really no threat to the Jamaican team. Now, on Friday, I spoke about Darren Sammy, and I've seen a lot of feedback, and persons are making a lot of comment, it appears to me, without really understanding what I was trying to say. Now, I respect all persons' opinion. I respect your opinion. But when you decide to rule, this is not place for it. Unfortunately, some of you try to be rude, and in trying to be rude, you do not come across quite well. To be respectful, I put it that way. Now, on other occasions, other words may have been used. But please, you have all rights to disagree with my opinions, all the rights. But you do not have to be rude, you do not have to be malicious. You can be decent and be respectful. For I know that the points that I put across on Friday, that is how organizations operate. There can't be any ambiguity about a key personnel in your organization. Can't be any ambiguity. You must have confidence that that person will deliver. You know, I will leave it there. I will leave it there. Barbados Pride management needs to give us some explanation why Wickham is dropped if he is dropped. Yes, Bobby Bonds, I think the people of Barbados should demand such an explanation. I really think so. Thank you all for tuning in. Please remember the ladies' games are tomorrow and the regional 4-day cricket tournament restarts on Wednesday. See you then. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.